Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you all will be fine. First of all, I would like to thank you all for supporting me. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And I request you to watch the full video. It's me, Zan, the financial analyst, and I will tell you about what's happening in Iraq and when actually the revaluation is happening, and all the news is related to Iraqi Dinar revaluation. So without wasting our time, let's start the video.
In the world of global currencies, one of the most intriguing subjects has always been the Iraqi dinar. Recently, there's been a lot of talk and speculation about the possible redenomination of Iraq's currency and what it could mean for those holding larger denomination notes, like the 25,000 dinar bill. This shift has caught the attention of many, especially those in countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, and England, who are watching closely to see how the exchange process will play out. Now let's dive deeper into this. When we think about currency, we often take for granted the denominations we see daily, ones, fives, tens, and so on. But imagine a scenario where the currency you hold, in this case, large 25,000 dinar notes, becomes harder to exchange because smaller denominations come into circulation. That's the current challenge being discussed. While Iraq is poised to introduce smaller notes, such as 500s, 250s, 100s, 25s, 10s, 5s, and even 1 dinar, the question many people are asking is, how do you exchange the large 25,000 notes for these smaller ones? This is a particularly important issue for people outside Iraq, where there may not be as many options to easily swap large notes for smaller ones. The idea is simple. Smaller denominations will become the standard for everyday transactions. The 25,000 dinar note, which may currently seem like a huge amount in small purchases, will no longer be practical for daily use. So, the need to exchange these larger notes into smaller ones becomes essential. In Iraq, this might be a smoother process, as banks and exchange institutions will likely facilitate this shift. But for those outside of Iraq, whether you're in the US, Canada, or Australia, it's not quite as straightforward. The infrastructure and access to banks that will offer the smaller denominations may not be as readily available, leading to potential challenges. People will need to find ways, either through banks, currency exchange services, or perhaps even traveling to Iraq, to make these conversions. It's worth noting that this exchange process is not an immediate revaluation of the currency. What's being discussed here is not the 25,000 dinar note suddenly becoming worth much more in global markets. Instead, it's about the convenience of breaking down larger denominations into smaller, more practical ones. For example, a 25,000 dinar note will still be worth 25,000 dinar in total value. The difference is that instead of carrying around one large note, people will have multiple smaller bills that make day-to-day transactions easier. This is a significant development for those who have been following the progress of the Iraqi dinar and its potential. The introduction of smaller notes can be seen as a move towards stabilizing the currency and making it more usable within the country's growing economy. It also opens up new possibilities for international holders of the dinar, but with that comes the practical challenge of how and where to make these exchanges. In conclusion, while this process presents logistical hurdles, particularly for those outside of Iraq, it's an important step in the evolution of the Iraqi currency. If you hold large denomination dinar notes, now might be the time to start planning how to make those exchanges, ensuring you're ready when the smaller notes become widely available. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to follow this story closely.